Good morning, people. So, why am I doing one of these again? Well, I'm doing one of these again predominantly because I thought it would be interesting to listen to other people's logic and find flaws in it, and two because it's on a topic that interests me. Now, the topic of disabilities interests me because I am myself disabled. I have cerebral palsy, which is a pretty well. It might well in my case it's a noticeable disability if you look closely at the kind of things I do. If you look closely at the way I move, at the way I operate in the world, it is noticeable. But if you were to just glance at me in the street, chances are you wouldn't notice anything. You'd see someone who I mean you'd see someone who has a slight stutter, has someone who has slightly strange speech, and maybe slight gait when he walks. But really but really in terms of real world stuff, I'm not that bad. I'm not that affected by my disability. I mean, sure, stairs may be an effort for me, but that doesn't mean I can't do them, you know. Um, but anyway, enough about me. Yeah, let's let's crack on. Let's crack on with the video, and let's see what this is. Also, this video comes with a related article, which I'm going to get into, which I'm going to just quickly skim once I've actually at relevant points throughout the video. So let's begin. Let's see what pearls of wisdom this person has for us.
So then there's this asshole, Simon Robb. He was diagnosed with a bowel disease when he was 18, and he wants to...
Well, this is going to go well.
All of us to feel his invisible disability.
Hang on. I'm pretty sure that's not what this is. Derp. Hang on. Right. The article is what it feels like to have an invisible disability. Living with an invisible disability is not easy, especially when it comes to using disabled facilities. I was diagnosed with a bowel disease when I was 18, and I just enrolled in university. When I first heard of the world's ulcerative colitis, I believe that's how you pronounce it, for the first time, what I actually heard was wave bye-bye to your social life, which I suppose is a fair first reaction, you know? It's not particularly conducive to someone's social life to have to go to the toilet every hour or every couple of hours. At the very worst, I would need the toilet at least 17 times a day. I also dropped 2 stone, couldn't absorb nutrients, and found it hard to concentrate in lectures. On the surface, I looked relatively healthy, but people who knew me could see I was finding day-to-day life a struggle. No matter where I went, I would have to plan ahead and make sure there was a toilet in reach. Okay, hang on. Let's hang on. I have a feeling now. I have a strange feeling that this guy is gonna completely miss the fucking point in his video. Just from this little opening kind of paragraph I read. But let's see. Despite a number of recent campaigns on social media, bowel diseases like Crohn's and IBS are still considered a taboo subject. Now, IBS are well, he basically was diagnosed with IBS. So yes, derp are still considered a taboo subject. But recently, Asda issued a new disabled sign depicting the familiar person in a wheelchair, but now including a standard men and women symbol. The sign reads, "Not every disability is visible." This is actually really good because this will slowly change people's perception of a disability. I mean, this combined with the multitudes of methods that have been employed over the last couple of years are going to they're going to start having an impact. And indeed it is very much true. Not every disability is visible, and this is coming from someone, and this is being said by someone who is who does have a disability. This, damn it, Walmart, stop it. Anyway, yeah, this is coming from someone who has a visible disability. If you look at me under scrutiny, but yeah, looking back, one of the hardest parts to deal with was people's reactions to me using the disabled facilities, but I had a lot of choice. I've had mothers with small children tut at me. A member of staff at a supermarket asking me why I needed access to this disabled loo. And an embarrassing confrontation with an elderly man at a coffee shop. In front of all the customers, he said, "Toilets like these are designed for people like me." I presume he's referring to the incident with the elderly man. Back then, I didn't have the courage to stand up for myself and ask my friend if we could make a swift exit. This is why disabled toilet signs like the one, well, I should say the ones now, in Asda, is imperative for people who look physically abled, but beneath their surface we suffer with health complications. Derp. I'm now in remission and I haven't had to use a disabled toilet for several years, but there are still people out there who are faced with the same discrimination I was. Please don't judge. Now, that was an interesting article. It was essentially, to my mind, that article essentially said, look, stop judging people on face value. Let's just which is a completely fair thing to say. I don't think he was by any means saying you people must adapt to my way of life. You people must cater to me specifically. I think he was. It looks to me that he was just. It looks to me like he was saying, "Look, disabilities are a wide and varied issue, and it doesn't matter if a person seems fine; they might not be. You know, I mean, yeah." So back to this. Actually, hang on. Not actually. Hang on. Nothing this person said makes me think the the author was an asshole, or and certainly not advocating for any specific certainly not advocating for any specific measures to be taken. It's true that it's true that it's true that diseases like IBS and Crohn's are very much considered taboo, but I do think that I do think that the recent media coverage and the campaigns recently have gone some way to making it I want to say destigmatizing. Yeah, probably destigmatizing it, or they have at least started on the road to destigmatizing those conditions. So yeah. Anyway, I'm not gonna like this, am I?
I need the toilet at least 17 times a day. I had also dropped 2 stone. I couldn't absorb nutrients, found it hard to concentrate in lectures on the surface. I looked relatively healthy, but the people who knew me see I was finding a day-to-day struggle no matter where I went. I'd have to plan ahead to make sure a toilet was within reach. Despite a number of recent campaigns, bowel diseases like IBS are considered a taboo subject. Okay.
Right. Hang on. Before you start, nothing he said there is unreasonable. You know, I mean, if he needed the toilet, if he needed to use the toilet multiple times a day, more than most, then that's essentially in line with IBS. That is basically IBS at its core. You know, and to say it's taboo, it's not anything. It's nothing kind of outside the realms of logic to say this kind of disease is taboo. I mean, people don't seem to want to talk about their need to repeatedly go to the toilet. Who would have thought? And people don't seem to want to delve into that subject with a sufferer of IBS. Who'd have thought it? Shock horror. Am I right? Yeah.
Look, let me just sum this up.
Okay.
Tough fucking shit!
You know, you know, I had a feeling that I wouldn't like this. And yes, this is going to be interesting.
Your life sucks more than most. But if it's alright, if it's any consolation, life generally sucks. Look, I am so sick and tired of this fucking notion that we have to fucking conform everything to the fucking will or the needs of point what? 0.1% of the mind.
Hang on. I'm I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Hang on. You this for a start. For a start, you have missed the point of the article. You have completely missed the fucking point. The point the article was making was not advocating some kind of change. He was not saying that we should be afforded this service or we should be given this leniency. He was saying as does toilet signs are a step in the right direction. That was essentially what it comes down to. I mean, I don't know where you get the misguided notion that he was actually advocating for some kind of change. But let's continue.
Motherfuckers actually do have IBS. A permanent IBS.
Permanent IBS. Listen, look, man, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's permanent or not. If it's permanent, that's a major problem. If it's temporary, you know, that's still a major problem. I mean, even kind of even a temporary belt can last for years. Even a temporary belt can last for like months or years or like decades. You know, it's not something that makes a difference. But I digress.
What are they, 0.01% of the population?
That's the God damn it. Listen. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how many people suffer from Crohn's disease or IBS or some sort of invisible disability. The whole point is that invisible disabilities do exist and they should be at least considered before people go ballistic at the person that is claiming to have a disability. You know, I mean, yeah, I just don't understand this person's logic here. That is somewhat confusing indeed. I mean saying, oh yes, they account for a very low percentage of people in the world. Like, a very low percentage of people in the world suffer from this disease is completely meaningless, because at the end of the day, people still suffer from this disease. People still suffer from disabilities that maybe are not visible, and it's, you know, it's just, wow. I mean, holy shit. This person has not only missed the point, this person has driven right past the fucking point. If the point was in a certain state, this person would have gone straight past the point, and this person would have crossed state lines into a completely different state. Oh, Jesus.
And I'm probably being generous about that. Or some fucking thing where they need to have a bathroom within arm's reach every 15 fucking minutes. Look!
Hang on. No. That's not what the article says. Read it again. Just read it and understand it. Holy shit.
You have a disability. Life sucks. You have to learn how to live your life around your disability.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but it sounds like he did. You know, it sounds like, you know, he has, you know. Again, that's not the point of the article. He's not asking for people to change the way he's not asking for people to change the way they act massively. He's not asking for any kind of sweeping reforms culturally or, you know, politically. He's just asking that people consider the fact that there may actually be invisible disabilities, which there are.
The rest of us that don't have it, that can actually hold our shit in, don't have to deal with it. And considering we make up 99.995% of the population, yeah, it's your problem.
I mean, Jesus Christ. I don't even know what to say. He is now just this person is just going into the realms of he is going into the realms of fantasy. He is reading an article that doesn't exist. Like, he is in some kind of bizarre parallel universe where the same article espouses hatred and, you know, hatred for everyone that is disparaging of him, and that is not the case. It's not the case. I'm sorry. The guy the guy does not advocate for any changes apart from people not being assholes and judging, which I think is completely fucking fair. You know, it's not a big thing. He's not saying, oh, you must have a toilet built every 50 yards. She's saying, look, people, please do not judge, because the person you are judging may have legitimate problems that you are unaware of. And that's not a terrible thing.
I'm sick of this fucking notion that, you know, we have to... So what's the solution? You know, do we build bathrooms every 25 feet because somebody might have IBS?
No, you moron! Fucking Jesus. like his... The fact that he has... The fact that this person has missed the point so completely and utterly is the thing that is annoying me that so much, because this video could have been so much better if you just remained calm and analysed what the article was actually about, instead of jumping to conclusions, which I'm struggling to say that he hasn't. You know, I can't really find much evidence to suggest that this guy hasn't read the first paragraph and then said, oh yes, this piece is about this. I mean, so far he gives the outlook that is his belief about the article. So yeah, I don't know what else to say on this point. You know,
do we? You know, it's just like, do we put
I don't know.
light switches in houses at X because, you know, 0.0001% of the population is in fucking wheelchairs?
Hang on. Are you saying that people in wheelchairs should not be catered for? Like, are you seriously suggesting that people in wheelchairs should not have adaptations, should not have assistance where possible? Because if you are, I'm sorry, you're a cunt. And I completely stand by that. Look, this is the thing. There are adaptations in homes. There are adaptations in homes that can be given for, specifically for sufferers of a certain disability, or people that are less mobile, or say have some form of bowel disease, or say, you know, have hearing loss, have loss of function. These things are done on a case by case fucking basis. You are saying that we should not all have to do this to have these adaptations made. You're saying that we should not have to have these imposed on us because we are not disabled, and you are completely right. But at the same time, you do not have to have these measures. these measures are not required. I mean, I just, oh my God, holy shit. Oh, Jesus. Just, how do you think like this? How? I don't even know. I don't even know. Holy shit. Like there are in the UK, once a person is in receipt of a disability benefit, he or she can claim, he or she can set up various adaptations for their house, for their living space, for their lifestyle. For instance, if I wanted to, I could get a mobility car. Now, a mobility car is a car that is specifically designed to aid disabled people in the act of driving in a multitude and a varied amount of ways, you know, and this is the thing, if you are disabled and you have certain adaptions, then not everyone has to have these adaptions, you fucking moron. This person is not saying, I am disabled, everybody should cater to me. He is not saying anything of the fucking sort. Jesus Christ.
Really? Nah, fuck you.
No. Fuck you. Read the fucking article next time, you complete dipshit. You've essentially missed the point so hard. You've missed the point so hard, and you've drawn your own fucking conclusions from a very straightforward article that leaves very little to interpretation. Like, I don't know. I cannot comprehend how someone can be so wrong. I just can't. I don't know. God. Jesus Christ.
No, I'm sorry, but it's time that you fucking assholes start just living with your disabilities and not asking everyone else to change for it.
Oh yes, because disability can be rendered down into a single concept. Yes. I might be going off too hard on this person. I might be slightly biased towards this person. But to me, this person sounds like a complete moron. Like even arguing, even bringing up points with this is hard, because she seems to have gone so wrong in so many places that it is so hard for me to accurately describe where he has gone wrong. It's like, what the fuck? Like, he doesn't even appear. He hasn't even appeared to have read the entire fucking article. Like, how do you do that? How do you make a YouTube video about with the content being directly related to a specific article and then not read the fucking article? You fucking moron. Jesus Christ. Like, I don't know. I have no idea. Like, how? Oh, God.
Like the fucking stupid cunt that's suing Taco Bell right now because they wouldn't let me go through the drive-thru. First off, why the fuck are you driving if you're deaf? But second off, no. If you're going through the drive-thru, you have to be able to hear.
Okay. Hang on. Now, I don't think this person's actually provided sources for that article. But again, has he? No. So he's now talking about something that he hasn't provided a source for. So I can only speculate on this, but if they did not have a hearing loop installed, right? A hearing loop is it's, as far as I understand it, it's a wireless signal that allows a person with a hearing aid to hear what the other person is saying. I might be completely wrong on that, so don't quote me. Or if they didn't have the most basic of measures to accommodate that person, then that person has every right to be angry, to be furious with them, because being deaf, it's not a small, like, I'd wager it's not a small affliction. It's not I'd wager that it's significantly more than the 0.1% you claim has IBS or an equivalent disability. I mean, it just seems to me that you're like, it just seems to me that he's also commenting on something that he doesn't know the facts of, and I know that I don't know the facts of this, which makes my critique somewhat useless. But I do believe that there should be basic facilities for deaf people provided everywhere that is able to do so. And having a chain like Taco Bell not have facilities for deaf people it's certainly an interesting thing. It'll be interesting to see how that develops, but it's certainly not. I mean, I certainly do not think it's unreasonable for that person to get angry. Anyway,
you can go. They weren't refusing you service. They just said, "Look, you have to go into the restaurant." which you'll get your food maybe a minute later. So, fuck you, bitch.
To be fair, he does bring up a fairly good point. Like again, unless there was some, unless this person had mobility issues, she may well have been able to go into the restaurant and order, but again, I would argue that the whole purpose of a drive-through is that people don't have to park. People can just, funnily enough, drive through. And given their and do we even know that Taco Bell had Braille menus? Well, he doesn't state that, and he provides no articles in that look at the situation, nor does he seem to volunteer any knowledge. So I can only assume that he's stating everything here from a position of most ignorance about the complexities of the situation. Like we don't even know if they had Braille menus. So even if this person went in, we have no idea if she would have been able to order some food. We have no idea if anybody was even trained in sign language, or even if that person had the language skills to effectively communicate what she wanted in a clear and concise manner. You're commenting on a situation that you don't appear to know the complexities of. I don't understand why this is. I don't understand why this is relevant. Anyway, let's continue.
Again, I am tired of this notion that the vast majority has to capitulate to the super minority. Sorry, they can just fucking suck it up.
No. Fuck you.
Same thing as you transgender assholes.
Oh God, this is gonna get interesting.
It seems that the vast majority of people want people to go to the bathroom of their birth-assigned gender. Well, you might just have to live with it. Tough fucking shit. Life sucks for you.
Why? If people identify as a certain gender, and what's the problem? Here's the thing. Look, here's the thing. Look, transgenderism and Yet transgenderism is a major issue in a lot of countries. So much so that they are actually building. Well, I've heard of reports that they are building intersex bathrooms for that essentially bathrooms that anyone can use. Which at the end of the day, that's a good thing. You know, if a person feels uncomfortable, then then businesses generally do not want that, because businesses thrive on somebody being comfortable and somebody being open to buying their products. And if you as a business make someone feel uncomfortable by your attitudes or by your specific by your neglection of a service or a facility, then customers may go elsewhere. You know, what's the issue here? What the fuck are you arguing against here? I don't understand.
You know, I mean, I'm a dude who is 5'6", okay? Do I fucking sit there and whine and cry and bitch and moan if a store happens to have something on a shelf that I have a hard time reaching? No.
Hang on. Are you comparing someone who is disabled to someone who is maybe a little short? Okay, 5'6" is, 5'6" isn't abnormally short, but am I right in thinking this person has literally just compared being within the realms of normal height to being disabled, maybe having coordination issues, maybe being in a wheelchair? I don't know. This person has just said. This person has just given very vague terms throughout the entire video. But I don't get this logic at all. I mean, what?
I either A, ask someone taller than me to help me, or B, I just move along.
Okay. A is a fairly Okay, point A. I will say I will say that he does have a point in terms of just asking someone to help you. You know, there is no reason why people should be afraid to ask for help.
You know, sorry, I mean, and also,
Correction. There is, if they're embarrassed, maybe they're self-conscious about their specific condition, then yes, I can see why people may be a bit reluctant to ask for help. Anyway,
It also goes another thing with short guys is they fucking feel inadequate against taller guys. It's like I've never felt that, but you know what? If you do feel that, you don't have the right to ask every guy to fucking shave 4 inches off themselves because you feel inadequate. That's on you.
No. Well, yeah. I mean, well, yeah. Being, being short is. I can see how that could be. I can see how that could be an issue for some people, and I can see, and I can see how they might feel a bit misaligned. Well, what misaligned? No, I can see how they could feel a bit put out by that. But again, I mean, what are you even arguing about here? I mean, like you've moved. You're just now you just seem to be taking fucking pot shots at everyone with very little logic and reasoning behind these rants. I mean, you've gone from in one video suffers for of IBS and Crohn's and to people in wheelchairs to people that are transgendered to short guys. I mean, what? I mean, what are you even doing?
So, yeah, to wrap this up, I'm tired of this notion that yeah, no. You have a bowel condition, whatever. Your problem. What's the solution? Do we have bathrooms every 15 feet? Do we mandate that? You know what? Fuck you. It's your fucking problem. It's your, sorry, you're in a very, very, very small minority. We don't have to change society as a whole just because your sorry ass can't hold your shit in. Fuck you.
Hang on. No one. Hang on. First things first. In that article, as I've stated, no one was asking for sweeping reforms. You fucking moron. He was praising, unless I'm missing the point entirely here. He was saying that the signs in, as does public toilets, which state that not every disability is visible, were a good thing. Nobody's arguing for sweeping reforms. All they're doing is asking people not to judge at first glance. Because if you judge things at first glance, you can get things wrong and make yourself look like a moron because you've got things wrong. I mean, how do you even do that? Like this person completely missed the point of the article. It doesn't even look like he read the entire article because he references the first paragraph only. Like, what the fuck? How do you even do that? Like you're you said bear with me. I'm just
You feel that? You don't have the right to ask every guy to fucking shave 4 inches off themselves. Yeah, no. You have a bowel condition, whatever. Your problem.
like you say that, but like you say that, but again, you say that, but again, this person isn't saying people should treat me differently. This person's saying people should really think about. People should really engage their brains and use reason and consider the fact that this person may have certain issues that are not immediately apparent. Oh my god. Anyway, that happened. Yeah, this has been a journey into frankly terrifying I don't want to say ignorance, because I don't feel like this guy is completely ignorant. I just feel like he's not read the material that he's using as his source for the fucking video, which is it's mind blowing. It's what the fuck. Anyway. Yes. Time for me to leave. Goodbye, gentlemen.
What's the solution? Do we have